Hey, there I am coughing. Perfect timing, frog in the throat. Welcome to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. I'm Mike Griffith, flying solo today, sort of. Louis Amistoy built the show, I guess, left. Chris McCullough, the producer, has no idea what's coming up on the show. He hasn't had time to preview the slides. But I have Blake Bowser in for this first segment from Auto Club Famoso Raceway. How you doing, Blake?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Mike.
Doing well here. So we're going to play it by ear. I know there was lots of racing going on over the weekend.
Yeah.
And we got the American flag as
there we
usual
go.
here.
See?
We're going to
Look
have
at
the
that.
shot of Bill Dunlap there saying that we've been covering racing since Louis has been alive and since I've been alive. And longer than that, since about the 1900s. So we've got that. It's our third season. I don't know which show this is.
Oh my
5,
gosh,
6,
yeah.
7 by now. And we've got the Baco Motorsports Power Hour page that follows the show every Thursday in our print edition. So you might want to pick that up. Sometimes it's got stuff that's on the show. Sometimes it's got stuff that's not on the show. Kind of what we've got going on. Always busy in racing from now through November. In Bakersfield and around the world.
Yeah.
So Jensen in the retro looked at his great car, but he did not win at Bakersfield Speedway Saturday night. He won his first race there, but he did not. But I think this segment usually is about what's going on in the world of motorsports, and we had a
outside
little
of Bakersfield.
Yeah, we had a little race at a drag strip with 2 U-turns back in Martinsville.
Yeah.
On the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, where you go down the straights, hit the brakes, hang a U,
Yeah.
go down the straight, hit the brakes, and hang a U. 500 laps on half-mile Martinsville,
Yeah,
and I watched
yeah.
a lot of that race.
Wore out the fans. What fans were there? Seemed like it was a little light, but
And
everyone's
that's
going
it.
through.
There's always
it's
always going to be some empty
the topic we're talking
grandstands
about.
most
Yeah.
places, and they've reduced
Yeah.
grandstands, but
they had a lot covered up with the banners. But
They've done that everywhere because back
Yeah.
when it hit such a high a few years ago that
Yeah.
everybody built grandstands because they
Couldn't fit
you
in
could
people.
sell as
Couldn't
many
fit in- yeah.
you could sell as many tickets as you
Yeah,
had grandstands, and
Yeah.
then it waned, and
Yeah.
so then you have extra grandstands, so they become advertising
nice
holders,
spot
which
for
is fine.
billboards. That's it'll come
It's
back.
fine.
It'll
work.
be- yeah.
It's like we've been around this a lot. It's cycle. We will have the all area motorsports team this fall. We have automatic qualifiers: Brad Pounds, Eric Simmental, Lonnie Spiller, and I see that he updated this Jerry Flippo. So both of those, Lonnie won her third straight mini stock race at Bakersfield Speedway Saturday night. Jerry Flippo won a Mod Light race. I think that's his first win at the Speedway, but I'm not sure. I think his other wins came at KCRP. But anyway, that's 3 wins for Jerry.
Yeah.
So good for him. So already got
and that's all
some
for
guys.
the issue that comes out in
That's
December,
for the issue
right?
that's going to come out in
that's
December.
exciting.
We had
Yeah.
over 50
Yeah.
racers last year,
Right,
sponsored by
right.
Fast Trip, and
Yeah.
I don't know if Lewis totally updated this, but we got these guys with a couple wins: Robbie Sawyer, Brad Pounds, Cody Barnett, Ethan Dotson has a win. So there's going to be, this is early in the season. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Obviously 3 races for Lonnie, and she's already in, and we got some mini dwarf drivers that are going to be knocking at the door too. You got just a lot
Yeah.
coming up, and I think we got to pay attention to the drag strips. There's
There
the
we go.
first races.
Looks
and
like that's our summit results.
Your
Yeah,
summer results
yeah,
from a
yeah.
couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And what I found interesting from that first summit race, they're back-to-back races Saturday, Sunday.
That's
So
correct.
it's 2 races,
Yeah.
not a repeat winner.
Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Usually
kind of
someone
wide
gets on
open.
a hot streak and doubles up, but not
And
that
nobody
weekend.
doubled up
Yeah.
that weekend. So
Yeah.
that'll be coming up.
Yeah. We'll another Summit Series race for us in mid-May. Another one in mid-June. We'll do 8 total, and we do them
Right.
back-to-back so the guys can save on the travel and all that. So they seem to really enjoy it. They can race one day, and if you have a bad day, you just press the redo button on Sunday and do it again.
And I
so
think
it's kinda
that's what
nice.
happened a few weeks ago.
A lot of guys did.
Because I looked at the points, and some guys won, and then first
Probably
round
went
lost.
out first round.
First
yeah,
round
the
lost,
next
or
day.
lost first or second
Yeah.
round and won the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah, no, it works
So that
out
works
well.
out.
Ends up, it builds us a good team. All these races build our team that goes to the ET finals, which is this year's in Las Vegas. So we're trying to get us a good team built up, and all these guys get good practice and gain some points and become part of the team and go compete in Vegas against a lot of racetracks.
And who doesn't want to go to Vegas for the
There
ET
you go.
finals?
Yeah.
Where if you lose on the track, maybe you can
win somewhere else.
yeah.
Or
vice
lose
versa.
again.
We go back to that NASCAR race at Martinsville. Kyle Busch won the truck race on was it Saturday?
Saturday they ran that, right? Yeah.
And then dominated that race.
Actually, I did watch some of the Cup race on Sunday, believe it or not.
And then he came back and won the Cup race for his first Cup win, I believe. So, So another winner for another good run for Kyle.
Yeah.
A.J. Allmendinger was second in that race. A really good run for A.J. Allmendinger. Kyle Larson with the Ganassi team was third. Good finish. I think the best finish for Ganassi this year. But I saw one of the television programs and talking about whether Ganassi gets a win or not this year. And both of the people thought no.
Oh, wow.
That Ganassi's close but not running well enough. So they're betting that Ganassi team, and that means Kyle Larson does not get a win. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And that Harvick slipped to 17th. He was running up front. He had stayed out on old tires. I don't know if that was all of that, but he still leads the points. Jimmy Johnson is second. Kyle Busch is third in points.
Just got to be there when it counts.
And they're all locked in. They all have wins. Jimmy Johnson's the only two-time winner on NASCAR.
Yeah.
Casey Mears had a horrible day, tweeted that his mama said that if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all. So I'm not saying anything.
He stayed quiet?
he says, I'm staying quiet. So Casey and Ryan Reed, and they all switched to Texas this weekend. So Ryan Reed in the Nationwide Series is ninth in points. They go to Texas. They race Friday night.
Yeah.
And the Duck Commander Quack Quack 500 is Saturday night for the Sprint Cup race. So there we have the NASCAR thing. And I saw we had some slides earlier about NHRA.
Had a little picture of Alexis car.
Picture of Alexis DeJoria. Another big weekend for the women drivers.
Another big weekend for results, and the women are included in that. It's exciting to see. It's great.
And she got out there and beat Del Worsham by about half a car.
Yeah, they're teammates actually. So in fact, funny story is Dell explained it's not his car. It's an identical chassis and everything to his car, and they were having problems. They meaning DeJoria's crew.
DeJoria switched.
Yeah, they switched to his backup chassis and hit the ground running with it. And obviously, results are there. They are. So
and
they're the team to beat now. If you look at them, I mean, if they're both in the final, they're going to be the team to beat for sure.
And just in general, good racing throughout that. I watched it.
Yeah, some good stories. Chrisman won a couple of rounds in Top Fuel, and
that
the
Chrisman
independent car
rented
it's actually Worsham's Top Fuel car.
Family car.
It's their family car.
And he rented it in one first round.
A funny story. I was actually there on Friday, and I was talking to one of the guys that works on Dell's DHL team, and next door was the Top Fuel car. Was in the rig, and said, "Yeah, we're probably going to go ahead and bring it out. There's only 15 Top Fuel cars here, so we'll bring it out and get paid $10,000." And Dell had just got a quote to get new rubber all the way around that semi rig from Goodyear. It was $9,200. He goes, "There's our tires. We're gonna stage this car and get new tires."
Yeah, and then he won first round.
And then winning first round.
Ready and scrambled in the second round and got beat, but good round. And then in Top Fuel,
it was a cool story. Yeah,
Anton Brown beat underdog Troy Buff.
Yeah, it was good to see them go some rounds.
And good for Bill Miller.
Been supporting racing forever, and good to see them have
Troy
some
Buff just cut a heck of a light, but too much power for Brown.
The car just couldn't hold up the top, and you can see it dropping cylinders, and he didn't. I think he could have won that race had the car not dropped cylinders, but Antron came around him.
Pretty good, and Jason Line won in pro stock there.
Yeah,
and
who didn't know that was going to happen?
Yeah,
those guys are
they're right on right now. And then in Formula One, I watched some of the race from Bahrain. And the best LED, that place is lit up.
Yeah.
It is so bright with all those LED lights. And it's just interesting to see a road course race being run at night.
Yeah.
And Nico Rosberg, 2 straight wins for Mercedes. Kimi Räikkönen finished second for Ferrari, but Ferrari's got problems because they had one of the cars DNF the first race, one of the cars DNF the second race, which means that Mercedes is way ahead in the Constructors' Championship, which is a big deal for all our
and I think over there running at night probably is a good idea. Huh?
But it is lit up. Yeah. It is really lit up.
Those facilities are impressive. I enjoy watching the races just to see how they build all these structures and how it's just impressive. Really, they're designed very well. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
They're not using C trains.
No, they're not building on C trains. No.
A little different budgets when you go to a Formula One race.
Okay, that'll do it for the first segment. We'll be back with Blake in the second segment to talk about Auto Club Famoso Raceway.
Yeah.